Hi everybody, welcome to Home Cooking with Norman. Today it's going to be a great way to use up a lot of odds and ends in the refrigerator. It's a stir fry today. I do these at the restaurant, I do this at home because I love to make a melange of different things that don't go to waste this way. So come a little closer, camera lady. The beauty of a stir fry in many ways is that you can have a lot of pre-cooked ingredients. Udon noodles here, scrambled eggs here. These tomatoes are raw, but they'll cook in a trice. I've got some beautiful braised pork butt here, some mushrooms that I already went ahead and cooked. That lets out the liquid and concentrates the flavor of the mushrooms. And then I've got some cauliflower that I dressed with a little bit of vinaigrette. Here's the only raw thing, which is some vegetables, actually shallots and chilies that I'm going to cook in a brown butter that I made. This brown butter, you can use regular butter, but it's got a nice complex flavor from the browning of the butter. If you do that, if you go onto like a YouTube video or a TikTok video and tag in brown butter, you're gonna get a recipe. Over here at the stove, I've got two pans working. I could do it all in one pan, but I like that crispiness that comes from pork. It can come to the pork, so I'm gonna do this pan for some pork. The pork already has some fat, so I don't need a whole lot of fat in the pan. And this one I want a little bit more fat for the stir fry. This is avocado oil here. And so, just take this non-stick pan and my braised pork, and I'm going to go ahead and get that working. That smells amazing already. The braising liquid is perfuming the air, and I'm gonna let that reduce down. I'm not gonna touch it. I want it to reduce down, and then the edges are gonna get nice and crisp. I'm gonna come back over here, and I'm gonna add in that brown butter. Let that melt into that fat right there. That oil, actually. I'm gonna yank up the heat. Notice I'm not touching that pork yet. Watching the liquid, keeping an eye on it, but not moving it around because I want the liquid to reduce. Then I'm going to come back over here with the shallots and the chilies, drop those in. This is the only thing in this mix that has not been pre-cooked. So you can do so much of your prep the day in advance in the morning. Like sometimes I'm maybe answering emails or jotting down some notes about menu items I want to do. And then I'll go, okay, now I'm going to prepare the scrambled eggs. And this is actually one scrambled egg here. And that's a beautiful thing to finish a stir fry with. Or maybe I'm going to go ahead and boil off the udon noodles. Once the water is boiling, a little bit of salt, 2 minutes, drain it, that's it. And I dress this, get a little of this chili beak oil to give a little bit of spice. And then the mushrooms, I cooked those yesterday, and the cauliflower I cooked yesterday too, so a lot of this work can be done in advance. I don't really think of it as work. I think it is kind of doing myself a little mental yoga, you know, because cooking to me is exactly that. It's not drudgery, it's not a chore, it's not like, uh-oh, now what's gonna happen? It's kind of releasing this good energy and knowing that I'm going to feed somebody that I care about, and work with fresh ingredients. Work with ingredients that don't cost a silly amount of money, because I'm not buying someone else's scrambled eggs or someone else's braised pork or someone else's pre-cooked noodles. I could easily do that, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, that pork is working in this pan. Now, the mise en place ingredients here, camera lady. I'm going to go with the mushrooms next. Get these guys one last little skip. And I don't necessarily want to reuse all of them. I can save these for another stir fry or make an omelet with it. The cauliflower, again, it's been cooked. These things tend to grow in the pan. There's only 2 of us I'm cooking for, so I don't want to get crazed. Now the pre-cooked today udon noodles. Come real close if you like. Take a look at this pan. You see the colors already working together nicely. And that shine on the noodles is from that chili oil. What the heck. The chili oil that I dressed them in. which is going to give us another flavor. That's going to be really nice. And now, what else do I got left over here? I got my tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, really juicy, perfect. Give them a spin. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in here, of course. One more look over here. You see how the liquid is gone now from the pork? That's really good. And that little bit of juice, that's going to be pretty much the sauce that we got going here. Here I got some beautiful soy sauce from my friends at Moromi. Hey, Bob. Love your stuff, you know that. This stuff is just incredible. You've got to go online and look into this product. It's an American-made soy sauce. Because I've got the soy in there, I don't really have to worry too much about salt, do I? But I do want to put some pepper. And now, I've got everything but the eggs and the pork. So let's put those on. Get all that in there. And if you wanted to, you could deglaze that pan with some water and pick up that fond. Okay, it's called a stir fry. Everything here got to know each other. A couple of spins. Boom. Now, got a bowl right here. Don't want to forget the eggs. And the eggs, which I'll just kind of break up. They're cooked, of course, so all I got to do is heat them through a little bit. Like so. Yes, a stir fry is a great way to use up the odds and ends and make it feel like it's still a very much composed, well thought out meal. So I'm just going to come back over here. And you can reheat this and serve it, let's say 2 days from now for a little morning snack after you've been to the gym. You can eat it cold. It's delicious. Really. Okay, just about like so. That's enough for us to take a look at. And then I've got this nice little old school channel knife that I just took out the lemon in that particular way. Just give myself a nice little shape on top, because we do eat with our eyes first. And if you had some, like maybe some chives, etc., that might be nice to scatter on here. And that's it. Little stir fry action for home cooking with Norman. Hope you enjoy. And get out your forks, your chopsticks, your sake, beer, tea. I think I'll have some tea. And have a wonderful afternoon. See you soon.